In the US last year, the police killings of Black Americans, Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, were the catalyst for a major civil rights movement.
There is no progress.
And on Saturday, people took to the streets again to mark the first anniversary of Taylor's killing. Jacob Blake was shot 7 times and seriously injured by police in August in Kenosha, Wisconsin. His uncle also attended the vigil. He called on African Americans to turn to one another for solidarity.
Well, basically, the way we can overcome as a people is just have unity. Haitians, Jamaicans, African descendants, Ghanaians, if we all come together, we don't have to worry about much.
The death of Breonna Taylor caused outrage across America last year, spurring protests against racism inside the police department. The 3 police officers responsible were fired, but no charges have been brought against them. And 1 year on, people here in Louisville say they still want justice.
For some, justice in individual cases isn't enough to overcome systemic racism.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
The entire system needs to be reconstructed. I think that laws and everything needs to be implemented to change the system. We're trying to uproot the system.
Last year's protests sometimes resulted in looting and property destruction, but some activists say those reactions were justified.
I think this country was built on slavery. We're the richest country in the world, yet we don't reap the benefits as African descendants. Yeah, they're lucky it's just rioting. People are angry, and they have the right to be. We've been under suppression and depression and everything else you can name for over 400 years.
So do you think it could even go further if there's further injustice?
Well, I think everybody should put their seatbelts on and see what 2021 has for install.
With a verdict expected in George Floyd's case later this year, and a feel of injustice in Breonna Taylor's case, America is bracing for another summer of upheaval. Yunus Paksoy, Theatre World, Louisville, Kentucky.